This week, we've been sailing the RS Quest for 6 months now. We're going to tell you what we really think, and we're going to go sailing. Sarah and I have spent the last 6 months sailing the RS Quest and sharing some of the fun we've been having on YouTube. Today we're doing something a little bit different, and we're going to talk about what we've discovered in terms of the RS Quest's strengths, weaknesses, and the sort of sailor and sailing that we'd recommend this boat for. Chuck us your questions in the comments below if there's something that we don't cover in enough depth, and we'll do our best to answer it. The Quest is a 14-foot sailboat that was designed to be a fun, flexible, stable, family or learn to sail training dinghy. The Quest has been around since roughly 2013, and after 9 years, there are about 4,000 sailing around the world today. The Quest is easy to get rigged up and into the water. From the simple, well thought out design of the rig and foils to the perfectly balanced beach trolley, there's just no faffing about required, especially if the boat is stored with the mast up close to the ramp. The Quest is easy to sail. The helm is well balanced, the rudder cam design makes deploying the blade as you leave shore or arrive back simple, fast and dry. The jib furler helps to make leaving and landing flap and fuss free, with just the mainsail to manage in your manoeuvre. The Jenica deploys easily, is big and powerful, and adds some supercharged fun to the boat off the wind. Because of its wide beam and reasonably conservative rig, the Quest is a really stable boat. Stable equals feeling safe, and feeling safe for a beginner equals having fun. How many times have you been sailing in your life before?
2 times.
2 times. And he's just flipping into it. Nothing scary happening. Just easy to learn, eh? So that's one thing we love about it. The RS Quest is a really flexible dinghy. It can perform a number of roles really well. Ask anyone who is using them to teach people to sail at grassroots club level, and they'll tell you just how good they are as a training boat. We've proven that it's an ideal boat for day sailing as a couple and a family, and if you're conscious about the gear that you take, it's big enough for you to throw a tent and sleeping bag in and go camping in it. Another thing we love is it's super roomy, so we've got room today for 2 adults and a little fella, but you can comfortably get 3 adults on board without really climbing onto each other's laps. So perfect for a mum and pop or mum, dad and a couple of kids. Given the right conditions, it's actually really easy to sail on your own. Anything under about 12 knots, any competent sailor who's done a little bit of sailing somewhere else could jump in and just kind of sail it all by themselves. That really works, because when you've got a learner who might be a bit phased or a bit reluctant, you can still just control the boat on your own. It doesn't really need 2 people. Once you get over about 12-13 knots though, things get a bit busy for one dude just to manage on their own, so yeah, just be aware of that. The comfort level on these boats is fantastic. It doesn't matter if you're sitting on the seat or stacked out, everything's just pretty ergonomic. The boom's nice and high so you don't bang your head in an unplanned jibe or in the chaos of attack on a busy day. It's just kind of designed to take away those barriers which make people decide that sailing isn't their thing. Roto-moulded plastic may not be the most aesthetically pleasing building material on the planet, but man, she's rugged. I totally get that some people like varnish, wood and teak and all that sort of thing, but I like sailing, and every moment spent doing maintenance is a moment not out sailing. Performance wise, Well, it's not a 49er or an 18-foot skiff, but at the same time, when you consider all the other benefits, she gets along at a pretty good clip. The trailer, made by Mersey Trailers in the United Kingdom, is really good. It sits nice and low, integrates with the beach trolley beautifully, is well balanced and is perfect for whipping the boat down the road to the local harbour or lake. We've stretched the use case of the trailer pretty hard, flogging it down corrugated gravel roads, left it in the water at a remote boat ramp for the day, and dragged it on a 1,600 kilometre round trip. We found that there's a couple of things to be aware of. The fast pin at the front of the trailer is the only thing holding the beach trolley to the trailer. Ours has come out in the past and the beach trolley tried to slide off the back of the trailer, saved by a couple of tie downs. The beach trolley to trailer coupling plate wears. If you drive any real distances, you'll find that the bumps and vibrations encountered when driving causes the plates that couple the beach trolley and the trailer together to wear through. Keep an eye on this. A bit of simple welding is all it requires to repair it. In the video below, we show you one way to resolve the problem permanently. I'm not going to lie. The initial outlay for the new RS Quest hit the family budget quite hard. That said, the Quest is priced pretty competitively when you compare it with the likes of the Topper and Laser equivalents. There's no hidden costs, you pay your money, you put it together and you sail away. When you take into account the rugged, low maintenance nature of the boat, I think the total cost of ownership over the life of the dinghy will prove to be pretty good compared to the more traditional family or club training dinghies of yesteryear.
It's Justin, baby!
Might be time to head in, I think. Boat design is a game of compromises. To get a bomb-proof, stable, roomy, easy to sail dinghy, the main thing that's been compromised is the weight of the hull. The RS Quest sailing weight is about 190 kg or 420 pounds. This makes pulling the boat in and out of the water on the beach trolley a two-person job, unless the ramp or shore is really smooth and at a gentle angle.
The RS Quest is stable, flexible, comfortable, easy to sail and has a touch of performance when you want it. And that's why I'd recommend it to anyone who's looking for a day sailor that can handle anywhere between 1 and 4 sailors. Give one a nudge and tell us what you think in the comments. See you next time.